Merry Christmas, although maybe you're still feeling down after that very disappointing Cowboys loss. We are live right now on our Cowboys channel following that game. This is our Christmas Day episode. Just Overreaction Monday on Christmas Day because there's a lot of them here in the Super Chats. Michael Sutton, frontrunners, frauds, one and done. Until they prove they are more than that, I get it. We are in the 24-hour rant window, so be nice to each other in the comments section. Stephen Hewitt, I'm so glad we wasted our first-round pick to keep our run defense just as trash as ever. Also, can we please have a real offensive coordinator? Again, your run defense is not why you lost this game. Final play, they convert a 3rd and 2. Sure. They averaged under 4 yards a carry. If I had told you going into this game, hey, they averaged under 4 yards a carry, you would have said, let's go. That's great. That worked well. Frankly, I thought Mazi actually played pretty well. The big chunk runs, the one run chunk that they allowed was away from him. Slash wasn't even on the field for a different one. But you want more from your first-round pick. Can we talk about the second-round pick at tight end doing nothing again? 1 catch, 4 yards. Okay, bad. Your draft picks are making no impact in general, and that's a problem. Again, you just kind of lost it in the sauce in the second quarter, third quarter. Those 3 drives there kind of killed you. Caden, I want Dan and Mike McCarthy gone. We are here. It took us a while. We are finally at the Dan Quinn gets blame as well. I get why he was playing so much off coverage against Tyreek Hill and everybody like that. That makes sense to me. Those are dynamic playmakers. You're scared of them. I get it. I thought Mike went coward in the middle part of that game. And when you're playing a good football team, you can't afford to waste what amounts to a full quarter because you're scared. And the rain started, you go, oh, it's raining. It can't happen. So I get the frustration. I'll say this. If you do fire Mike, I don't want Dan. That's not change. If you do make a real head coaching change, it has to be tangible. It cannot be, we're going to shuffle the deck and see if we get the ace this time. No, you have to go rig the deck and go find somebody else. Geraldo Neary, F the refs. There it is. Ignoring the complete lack of, Micah Parsons holding calls, which are blatant and obvious and are never called anymore. This was not an F the refs game for me. There have been many of those. You played a playoff caliber opponent, you couldn't quite close the deal, and you lost by 2. That's how I feel. Not an F the refs game for me. From Ryan, if the Cowboys wouldn't have fumbled in the beginning of the game, the Cowboys would have won. 7 points missed out. Here's the other part. Does the defense stop? Let's say you're up, by 8 there, or whatever it is. Does the defense get the stop on that final drive? Because I kind of don't think that they do. Like, they did a great job of bending but don't breaking. I think they would have been a little bit more aggressive in the end. And I think that would have been, it would have changed the game big time, and it pains you. Like, if you can change one play, it's that one, right? 7 points you cost yourself. So from that part, I totally get it. I don't know if it's a guaranteed win, though. It would have changed the entire complexion, but you would have felt better about it. All right, grade Mike McCarthy against the Dolphins. A, B, C, D, or F? Sound off for me in the comment section right now. Samaj Griffin, F Mike McCarthy. Chuma Edoga is the second coming of Chaz Green, SMFH. Get rid of this overweight fake Santa Claus, no discipline head coach. The frustration is real. I totally get it. Chuma Edoga, look, you missed Tyrants within a major way today. I hope you can play against the Lions or the Commanders or the playoff run. Like, you need it. The one play is they bring 3 guys off the left side, so the center takes one, the left guard takes one, and the left tackle takes one, and Edoga just blocks Smith's man for no reason, and it's a free rusher on Dak and ruins the drive. What are you doing out there? Frankly, I don't think your offensive line played that great. I'll have to go back and watch because O-line is tough live for me, but I thought your offensive line was bad. How many times was Dak under duress? Sometimes he held it a little bit long, but you would like to be able to allow a third read play for once. It's all been first read stuff and second read stuff. I just didn't get it. Juan Sanchez, first thought, both teams are divisional round exits. Cowboys needed the home field, and to his offense proved nothing, only 1 TD and field goals. Bills will win the division. Shady enjoyer clowns. I appreciate that part. Look, until the Cowboys prove, in particular, they can beat the 49ers, it's very challenging for me to believe in them. I can't get there. Like they're a good football team. They've already reached playoff spot. That's great, but I get what Chris B's saying here. Don't take about today's sponsor afterwards. I've had it, Tom. Chris B says same thing every year. They suck. They don't suck. There's about 20 NFL teams that if you told them, hey, actually, there's about 28 NFL teams that said, hey, they're 10-5 with 2 games to go. Where do I sign? The difference is you're right about the other part. It is the same thing every year. We've been down this road multiple times. We've seen this team be a good football team, be a successful football team, have success overall, and be unable to deliver in the biggest of moments. That is what this team is judged by. They are judged by not making the playoffs and being a top 10 football team. They have to be more than that. And they have yet to show that they are. And until they are, it's going to be the same fan and national media breakdown every day. And I get it. Now, today's show is made possible by Rocket Money. The holiday season can be a bit tight on the wallet. If you are struggling to save some money, with Rocket Money, you can quickly identify all of those sneaky subscriptions that keep charging you month after month and cancel any of those you no longer use. It's an easy way to start saving some money. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that finds and cancels your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, helps you lower your bills, all in one place. For 5 million users and counting, Rocket Money has saved its customers an average of $720 a year and $1 billion in total savings so far. Stop wasting money on things you no longer use. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions and manage your money the easy way by going to rocketmoney.com/Cowboys. That's rocketmoney.com/Cowboys. Links in the comments section and the description of today's show. Brett Reed, how are we winning a playoff game without a home game? You know, just to play devil's advocate here, because we're mad and we should be, do we feel different if Sanders shanks that kick? Or are we going, nah, they're not good enough? Because that's all that separated you today. One play. I think you should beat Tampa on the road again. If you don't, you got to fire Mike. Got to do it. He can't come back. Because that probably means he did a bad job too. And it's probably an everything thing. When it's everything, it's the head coach's fault. But beating the Niners on the road, I have no faith. No faith. The boss, the haters are right. We can't beat a good team. I think he meant on the road there. We deserve Steven to troll us trash. And you're not trash. You're a top 10 team. The Dolphins had the exact same thing. In fact, you have beaten, a good team. Beaten 2 of them if we include the Rams in that conversation. 3 if we include Seattle. But those are the teams you got to beat to make a playoff run. You got to beat the Niners caliber opponents. And I have faith in Dallas being competitive in pretty much every game against top 10 team. Not necessarily every game, but in most of them. But beating the Niners, that's what my mindset's been all year long. That's why I'm not tilting so hard right now. Because I wanted to win. I would have felt great confidence-wise. Eagles lose a game, and you just got to win out, and you win the NFC East. All you need. They're playing bad teams, so they should win. But my mindset all year has been, how can you beat the 49ers? That's why I was so mad about the Niners game. Got your ass kicked. I don't have faith in them. They're just not good enough. Across the board, frankly. Across the board. Don't miss any Cowboys news right here on the channel. Sub now for more free Dallas Cowboys football videos, news, rumors, watch parties, and more. Hit that sub button right now. Rudy, oh no, we suck again. That one I appreciate because it's a funny movie. Get it. It's frustrating. Ride with Lucky Clay gig. No running game and low offense IQ is killing us. I don't know if that's a McCarthy shot or a penalty shot on the back end, but yes. One of my big, no one else seems to talk about it. I don't know why. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Whatever. Go back and look at every game you've lost. How many games has your run game been good? Last 3 years. Like none of them. None of them. And teams are like, let's dare Dallas to run so we don't get killed by CeeDee Lamb and Dak Prescott and Amari Cooper when he was here. They can't run the ball. They did it again. Running backs. Pollard, Dowdle, Luepke. 16 carries, 45 yards. That's horrible. Like, that is so unacceptably bad. The run game, I agree. You're averaging 2.8 yards per carry. And it's an offensive line issue, I know, more than anything, I think, and some scheme stuff. It's trash. That is trash. Joe Ramirez, Mike allows all these ridiculous penalties. Ridiculous. They ruined Christmas. I don't know what Valen Verga is the hashtag, but yeah, I get it. The penalty boys continue to be a real problem for the Dallas Cowboys. So I don't know what else to do, man. I'm trying. I'm trying to bully out of desperation. That's where I'm at. Spam flags to bully the Cowboys into maybe someday committing not back-breaking penalties. Sam, I know Hunter is young, but you're in the NFL now, not college and not high school. You have to be smart. I'm not completely saying it's his fault, but it's a clear difference maker in this game. I agree. Like, it got charged to Dak because Luepke never had possession. It is right here. And it is in his chest. And he just never grabs it. Again, I think you're right. It's not all his fault, but that was bad. That was bad. Chris Prutzman, not to say it was their fault. This defense is built around their pass rush and ball hawking. 1 sack and 0 turnovers is not good. Have the Cowboys actually won a game they didn't force any turnovers? Probably. Now, in general, when they force turnover, they typically win because they're really good at that area. And normally it's kind of a cascading effect. They get multiple. Well, I agree. Like, again, there's a lot of blame to go around here. And the defense does get some. Your offense gave you the first lead in a while. You need 1 stop. Same thing on the offense, right? You want to be a championship offense? Deliver in the final moment. The offense did. They weren't great earlier. They delivered down the stretch. Defense, final moment. They didn't deliver. They had a back-breaking penalty and got gashed. It hurts. Team loss. Team loss. CJ DeYoung III. If you remember around week 6 and 7, all the fans were saying we're headed to the Super Bowl. I sent a super chat saying the lack of run game would hurt us. I believe I agree with you, CJ DeYoung. I mean, look at all those games. They cannot they can't run the ball when they need to. Issue for 3 years in a row now. It's been a real problem. I completely agree.